So today I'm doing Crochet Goddess Locs. So you want to start by plaiting up that hair and then going ahead and inserting your crochet needle as you see me doing. Grab that hook on the lock and go ahead and pull it through, and then pull the end of the lock through the loop along with her braid. Then next, what you'll see me doing is inserting the crochet hook into the lock itself from a little lower down and trying to kind of shimmy it up to the top so that I can pull her braid down into the inside. But depending on how the lock is made, sometimes it's a little challenging, and this one is a little tighter. So it took me a minute, but I think you get the idea of what I was doing. This braid gel that you see on my hand, I use it to make the parts neater, make the braid tighter without braiding tighter. I really like this braid gel because it's a conditioning braid gel, so it helps keep the hair moisturized while it's braided up as well. And you'll notice the difference when you take your client's hair down, or take your hair down if you're doing your own. I'm telling you, I had this lady come in one time after she had taken her braids down, and I don't know what the other stylist used on what type of edge control, but it was so hard. It was like each of her braids was its own lock. Like, it was crazy. It took me so long to like detangle it and like just do what was normal. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it just shouldn't be that way. We want to be protective, and be taking care of our hair underneath our braids, or taking care of our client's hair as best we can. So now you're seeing me go ahead and attach these locks to her braids, and then you'll see me go ahead and insert the crochet hook back into each lock and start pulling her braids down inside them. Also, as you see here, always make sure that you're pulling her braid into that same loop, in the same direction that you're pulling the lock into, because otherwise it'll like flip out the other way and then it won't really lay properly when you start trying to pull the braid inside of the lock. And sometimes, depending on how thick their hair is, you won't be able to pull the braid through with the lock. So it's okay to just pull the lock through and then go back in and pull that braid through. Just make sure you're pulling it through the same like loop, the same hole. You're not creating like a extra hole or a separation there. I don't know if you guys can see that little loop at the top of each lock. This is super simple, super easy. Anybody could get it. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to like figure out how to get better camera angles when I'm making these videos. Yeah, because we don't want y'all to have to keep staring at my double chin at the top of the screen. Okay. They came to see hair, okay? Also, usually it's fine, but every once in a while, you have a client who says that like it's a little tight, so it's okay to go ahead and just kind of pull on that loop at the top of the lock and loosen it up a little bit. So now I'm going back inside and shimmying my tool down to the root, well, almost the root, to the top of the lock to get her braid and pull it down inside. Now, with longer hair, you may have to go back in a couple of times. It might not be as simple as like on the bottom where her hair was shorter and I was able to just, do it all in one pull. So sometimes you have to go back in 2-3 times, maybe more, depending on how long the hair is. And how the lock is made, because some locks you can just like stick the tool in and go straight up to the top. And it's super easy, it's super fast, and some are a little harder to deal with, like I said earlier. And you're kind of getting an idea of that more so now, watching this part. But we're almost done. And she purchased these locks on Amazon. I have never seen them where they actually have the little hairs sticking out of them on the side. Like, I've seen them come with the hair, the curly hair at the bottom of each lock, but I've never seen the crochet locks actually come with the little goddess, the little curly pieces coming out of the side of each lock. Each one has like 1 or 2. Some of them have 1, some have 2. And I've never seen that. So I thought these were really cool. Like, I've seen them, but I've never seen like them come in a package like that, already with the hair coming out of the sides of the locks. So I thought that was really cool, and I loved them. Also, the way they were made. Another thing, when you're doing crochet locks and using this method, the individual method, how the lock is made makes a difference, because of the fact that if they're made looser, the way that they like wrap them when they create them, a lot of times the hair, the braid that you hide inside of the lock, it will poke out. It will start to stick out maybe after a couple of days, or when they start pulling it up and stuff like that. But tighter wound locks like these, they do not do that. So that's why I like these. But sometimes they do take more time to you see me like looking crazy right now because I was like talking to my daughter. She likes to come to work with me. Anyway, so yeah, you don't want those braids to start peeping or peeking out and poking out. So having tighter wound locks helps a lot with that, and it makes for a easier style. Like, it's easier for your client. That way they don't have to be worrying about wrapping their hair back inside of the lock or looking crazy. And then you can just rest assured that the good job and that you did and your hard work is gonna last, and your client will be happy. Because the whole point of getting stuff like this, aside from just it being cute, is for them not to have to worry about their hair. They can just put it up and be done with it, and just go and enjoy their summer, enjoy their vacay, or whatever they're doing. So look at these curls. I really, really like these locks. I think I'm gonna have to purchase some for myself. I told her she's gonna have to send me the link. This is the finished product. Let me know what you think down in the comments.
Oh, that's the chair? Sure. I don't know.
She was really happy. She was getting her hair done for her birthday. She was excited. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know about anything else you want to see.